Good morning, dear children. In the previous class, we have seen the simple past tense and 3 exercises. And today, we are going to continue the remaining exercises. So, now I hope you know what is the meaning of a simple past tense and how to make a simple past sentences. So, that's what we have seen yesterday. And in today's class, we are going to see some more examples and exercises. So, here we go. Third exercise. Some verbs do not end in ed or d when we change them into the past tense. They are called irregular verbs. So, yesterday I was telling about regular verbs and irregular verbs. Regular verbs is always ending with ed, right? But when we speak about irregular verbs, the verbs will not end with ed. All three forms will be different, as I was telling in the previous class. Base form, past form and past participle form. All these three forms are different from each other. So, here we have first example is go. Go is a base form, went is a past form and gone is a past participle form, right? And same thing sleep. Sleep is a base form, slept is a past form, slept again is a past participle form. The same way, all these verbs are different from each other. So, irregular verbs are different. When we speak about regular verbs, base form is something different and past form and past participle form both are same. So, to say in simple way, all the verbs, past form and past participle form are ending with ed. Here we don't end with ed. That's what they say here. Some verbs do not end in ed or d when we change them to the past tense. They are called irregular verbs. Here are a few of them. Okay? Go, went, gone. Sleep, slept, slept. Keep, kept, kept. Forget, forgot, forgotten. Build, built, built. Swim, swam, swam. Drive, drove, driven. Give, gave, given. So, all these verbs are different. So, by using all these verbs, we are going to do the exercise. We are going to fill the blanks. Okay, we are going to fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks with the past tense verbs given above. We are going to fill the blanks with the verbs given above here. Read this. I dash to the post office, but I dash to post the letter. Simple. And again, we have the dash necklace you dashes in the cupboard. Okay? He dashed for 10 hours that night. The village boys dashed in the pond yesterday. The last one, father dashes to the theater, so we did not have to walk. So, when we read this sentence with a blank, this will not give meaning. This will not give meaning. What we are supposed to do? We have to make a proper verb here in the blanks. As I was telling before, there is no sentence without a verb. If there is no sentence without a verb, the sentence is completely wrong, and as well as the sentence will not give a sense, meaning. The sentence is meaningless. So, what we are going to do now? We are going to add the given verbs here, the suitable verbs. Suitable verbs. Some places, but we are going to use the past tense only. We are going to use only the past tense verb here. What they say here? Fill in the blanks with the past tense verbs given above. So, only we are going to use the past tense verbs, not anything else. Right? So, here we go. I dash to the post office, but I dash to the post letter. I went to the post office, but I forgot to post the letter. I went there, but I forgot to post it. Forgot, go, forgot. Go, went, gone. Forget, forgot, forgotten. Right? Yeah. We can use forget, forgot, forgotten. Correct? This is correct. And we can say forget, forgot, forgot. This also correct. So we can use any of them. Okay. The next one, we have dash the necklace. You dashes in the cupboard. We have given the necklace to you. You kept us in the cupboard. You have given the necklace, and that necklace I have kept in the cupboard. Okay. The next one, he dashed for 10 hours that night. He dashed for 10 hours that night. He slept for 10 hours. See here. Sleep, slept, slept. So we use only the past form. Slept for 10 hours that night. The village boys dashed in the pond yesterday. What? The village boys swim. Swim is a base form, present tense. When we make it as a past tense, swam. So the village boys swam in the pond yesterday. Right? And the next one, father dashes to the theatre. So we did not walk. We did not have to walk. So drive. What is the answer? Father drove us to the theatre. So we did not have to walk. We did not have to walk. So drive, drove, driven. Drive, drove, driven. So my father took me to the theatre by car. So we did not have to walk. So this is the answer, dear children. When we observe, went, forgot, given, kept, slept, swam, drove. All these verbs are in past tense. All these verbs are in past tense. So we have to, without verb, the sentence will not give a proper meaning. That you remember it. And learn the meaning. Whenever you learn the verb, learn it with a meaning. Right? Yeah. Now let's go to the next exercise. Rewrite the following passage. Change the verbs in the italics into the simple past tense. So read this passage first. Mrs. Patel wants to make tea. Right? She goes into the kitchen. She takes the kettle to the water tap. She holds the kettle under the tap. She turns the water on. She fills the kettle. She puts the kettle on the gas stove. She turns the gas on. Soon the water boils. She puts in the tea leaves. The tea is ready. All these sentences are in a simple present tense. All these sentences are in simple present tense. What we are supposed to do? Rewrite the following passage, changing the verbs in italics into the simple past tense. We are going to change them into simple past tense. So italic verbs are all these: wants, goes, takes, holds, turns, fills, puts, turns, boils, puts, again, is. All these are verbs. So all these verbs we are going to change them into simple past tense. Simple past tense, right? Right. So here is the answer. Here is the answer. Now when we observe it, Mrs. Patel wanted to make a tea. Mrs. Patel wants to make a tea. How the verb is changing here? Mrs. Patel wanted. Wants becomes in the past tense wanted. We are adding ed with the verb. Wanted to make a tea. And then she goes into the kitchen. She goes in the kitchen. The simple present tense sentence. When we change the verb, it becomes a simple past tense. How? Wanted. Only changing the verb, it will become simple past tense. She goes into the kitchen. She went into the kitchen. Try to listen carefully, right? And then she takes the kettle to the water tap. She takes kettle to the water tap. But the sentence, she took the kettle to the water tap. What is the answer? She took. Verb takes changes into took. So the sentence becomes simple past tense. And then she holds the kettle under the tap. She holds the kettle under the tap. The sentence simple present tense. Here it is changing as she held the kettle under the tap. She held. Hold is a simple present tense. Held is a past tense. Held again is a past perfect. Right? And next one, she turns the water on. She turns the water on. Here she turned the water on. Turned. Right? Next one, she fills the kettle. She fills the kettle. She filled the kettle. She filled the kettle. And next one, she puts the kettle on the gas stove. So simple present tense. We have to change the puts into past tense. She put the kettle on the gas stove. Some verbs, all three forms are same. Cut. Base form also cut, past also cut, past participle also cut. And the same way, put also same. Right? Base form also put, past also put, and past participle also put. Okay, so that it is not changing here. She put the kettle on the gas stove and she turns the gas on. So turns will be changed as a turned in the past tense. She turned the gas on. Right? And then soon the water boils. Boils will be changed as a boiled. Soon the water boiled. Okay? And the last one, she puts in the tea leaves. She put, again as I said before, she put in the tea leaves. Puts become put here. The last sentence, the tea is ready. It is in the simple present tense, present continuous tense. So when we change it as like that, the tea was ready. The tea was ready. Right? Tea was ready. Yes, dear children. So in this way only we have to change the simple present tense into simple past tense. So what you are supposed to do? Revise it from complete chapter 1 from the beginning to the end. So you will be able to easily make your own sentences. So study properly at home. Revise it this one. Thank you.